What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. This is PTCGO's tournament series. I don't even know what round this is anymore. I think it's 5, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, this is round number 5, is what it seems like. Yep, and we must be 2-2. So we have to, I know we have to win the rest. I know that for sure. So we lost a coin, but we're going second. Oh no, I know we're playing against Rayquaza. Alright, so if you don't know, I am playing a Decidueye Vileplume deck, and against Rayquaza we definitely need to go first. 100% need to go first. No, this is going to be kind of scary, and go away pancakes. Go away pancakes. Sorry, I had to close a tab that had French toast pancakes, and oh no, I need that tab open so I can message them. Alright, so we start, well no, if we top deck a forest, pretty broken if we start forest. Alrighty, so we just got hope opponent does not start Wobbuffet. So I don't think he's played Wobbuffet and Rayquaza. That'd be pretty insane. But put it back up. Alright, so double Rayquaza start for my opponent with the lone Rowlet. Just chilling there, chilling. The only downside right now is they have a Revitalizer. Hopefully, top deck either a Forest or an Ultra Ball. One of the steers would be great. So we see Ultra Ball just turning a fire to Sycamore, which means he's playing Volcanion in his Rayquaza deck. A lot of people are playing this, not to power up Rayquaza, because that's insane, but just to discard the fire energy, then use Mega Turbo and make it to go that way. So we see an Ultra Ball probably grabbing a Hoopa. He could just maybe just go for Mega Rayquaza and not opt to go for Hoopa, because Hoopa is a Lysander target. And we see Rayquaza going to his hand, which I think is a fine play for sure. You really don't want to bench, your Hoopa too much, because the Lysander targets. So Lugia come down. Shaman going to set up 4 new cards. Okay. And Lugia is a card we really don't see in Rayquaza too much, but we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll see some sick Deep Hurricane players. This is falls into the Shaman. Acrobike. Look at the top 2 cards off his deck. Okay. And going to discard a Skyfield, actually. Ooh, that's spicy for us. Another Skyfield will hit the field, so maybe he Acrobike for 2 Skyfields, and that's why he really didn't have a choice. Gonna use a Hoopa, Scaldering Stitch for 3 EX Pokemon. Okie dokie. Does he find an energy this turn? If he does not find an energy, that's to be fantastic for us, because if we get a turn of Vileplume, Magearna, Volcanion, and Shaman. Alright, that Volcanion is a liability target for a Lysander as well, so Volcanion will come down. It does have a 3 retreat calls, and Hoopa has a 2, so both these guys are very heavy retreat calls Pokemon, and they receive Shaman, setting up for 3 new cards. Does he find energy? That's the big concern here. Does he find energy? There's a Trainer's Mail, look at tougher cards of his deck, and there's a Float Stone. Who does he put on, the Hoopa or the Volcanion? Probably the Volcanion. Has a 3 retreat call, so Hoopa only has a 2. So Float Stone to the Volcanion to give it that free treat. And there's an N. Give us both new hands of 6. And do we have we have an okay hand, not fantastic. Okay, there's a Forest, Gloom, Ultra Ball, okay. There's an Acrobike. Does he find energy? Alright, so going to discard a Switch. Fire energy deactive, and we'll see if it pass on to our turn. Alright, so we get a Vileplume. So I'm going to use Ultra Ball, discard a Gloom and Vileplume. This will get us an Oddish. We will put down the Oddish, Lugia, and do I put down Forest first and then Shaman? I'll put down the Forest and Shaman for 5 new cards. We have to discard 3 Pokemon. Probably the Hoopa, the Magearna, and Lugia. That's who I would discard, because they have the highest retreat cost. You're going to discard the Shaman. Okay, and the Magearna. Alright, so we're going to Shaman for 5 new cards. And let's see, what do we find? Give me something good. Alright, there's a Rowlet Ultra Ball, so we'll put down the Rowlet. We will Trainer's Mail number 1. Grabbing a Revitalizer does give us the opportunity, but I'm not going to grab the Revitalizer just yet. That seems pretty crazy. We'll grab the Love Ball, play the Love Ball. We will grab an Dartrix. Okay. We will put down the Dartrix. We will Ultra Ball, discard a Trainer's Mail and a Forest Giant Plants to grab. And Decidueye. Okay, we have 2 Revitalizers, a Lysander. Okay. We'll grab a Decidueye, we'll put that guy down the active, and we will shame him for 60 cards. We did have the chance to get like a Revitalizer, but that would not have been very useful because we don't have an attacker right now. And there's a DC Grass. Oh no. Alright, so we're going to put a Grass in the active, play a Love Ball. With the Love Ball, we will grab another Dartrix. We will put down the Dartrix, put down the Decidueye. And we want to Hollow Hunt this turn. So we're going to double Feather the active. So Feather number 1. Feather number 2. But if he gets a full bench, he can knock us out this turn. That's very scary. So I'm going to Hollow Hunt. And with the Hollow Hunt here, I'm going to grab a Trainer's Mail, and a Forest of Giant Plants. Yeah, that's fine. We'll grab those cards. Okay. So on my opponent's turn, does he find a DCE Link Mega Rayquaza? If he doesn't, we actually raise Leaf to knock out the Rayquaza, which really sick. There's a DC going to the active, okay. There's Sycamore, discarding his hand, discard the DC, 2 Fire Energies, and a Lysander. Does he... Oh, so there's 3 Fire Energies in discard pile, okay. Alright, so there's Acrobat, the top 2 cards of his deck. Does he find a Link and a Mega Rayquaza? If he does not, we will be able to knock out this Mega Rayquaza this turn. So, discards an Ultra Ball, okay. There's a Super Rod, gonna shuffle probably the Hoopa, and maybe 2 Fire Energies back into his hand. Now remember, he is down 2 Skyfields already, so he has 2 left in the deck. That could be a card, okay, so McGarren had 2 Fire Energies actually, okay. So third Skyfield hits the field, okay. And there's a Dragonite. Going to use a pull-up and search for 2 EX Pokemon. This will allow him to get a Shaman and then maybe a Hoopa. The Hoopa can use Scoundring, but does he have a Spear Link in hand? That's a big question here. So Hoopa and Shaman coming out, okay. We'll see. Ooh, Shaman going to set it for 1 actually, okay. And does he find a Link? He has not played a Spirit Link down just yet. Did he find one? He can use the Hoopa to search for Mega Rayquaza and just Mega Evolved in his turn. And no, we're going to see a Dragon Pulse for 100 damage. Alright, so he's going to discard a Mega Rayquaza and a switch. Alright, so we get a Dartrix. I'm going to Trainer Smell. Grab a Revitalizer. Oh boy. Alright, we'll Trainer's Mail again. We'll grab an Ultra Ball. Okay. And... oh boy. Alright, so I'm going to Ultra Ball. Discard an Oddish and a Grass Energy. I am going to grab a Rowlet. Okay. I'm going to put down a Rowlet. Forest of Giant Plants. This will allow us to discard a Shaman. Okay. He can discard, what, 2 Pokemon? Yeah, 2. So Dragonite and probably the Shaman being discarded. We'll discard the Shaman EX. We'll put down the Dartrix. We'll DC the active. And we'll take a knockout this turn. Alright, so put a DC on the active. Play a Revitalizer. Grabbing a Gloom and Vileplume. We have 0 cards in hand, but we'll be able to take 2 prize cards. Put down the Gloom. Put down the Vileplume. He would not be able to attack us next turn. He can use the Intensify Burn for 60. No, for 50, because we're not an EX. It only has EXs for that. So we'll Feather number 1, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And yeah, that'll be an exact number. So double Feather plus a Razor Leaf will take a knockout on this Rayquaza EX. And we'll go down to 4 prize cards. There we go. And let's see what 2 cards we get. I mean, we have no hand right now, but we find a Floatstone and a Fool. Double Floatstone. That's not good. Alright, so we can see Shaman coming up. Alright, so on my opponent's turn. I mean, if he leaves Shaman the active spot, we can, like, easily plus Feather for the knockouts. Which is not good for my opponents. Okay. There's a Fire to the bench Rayquaza EX. And just going to Mega Evolve onto our turn. Alright, so we find a Forest of Giant Plants. So we're going to Feather the active. Feather the bench Rayquaza. And then we're just going to Razor Leaf for the knockout. Alright, so we're going to add 2 prize cards. So there's 90 damage being dealt to that Shaman EX. We've got to add 2 prize cards. We find a Decidueye and an Ultra Ball. Alright. And go to center there. Rayquaza does. Okay, so DC right now will be 369. We'll do 100 damage. He needs to fill his bench to actually knock out the Decidueye GX. So there's a Hoopa, and he will be able to fill his bench up. But does he have a DC in hand? I do not know. Alright, he's already played 3. Is that 3 DCs? Yeah, that's 3 DCs. There's Sycamore. Go and discard his hand. Does he find his 4th and final DC or not? Let's see. If he does not find it, he is in trouble. We can do 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 70 HP left. No, we can. Oh, we have triple Decidueye next turn. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then 15, 16, 17, yeah. There's a fire energy active. He does not have a knockout. Alright, so things are still looking great for us. On our turn, we find a grass energy. We put a grass energy on the bench Decidueye. We'll put down Decidueye GX. We will triple Feather Arrow the active. So Feather Arrow number 1. Feather Arrow number 2. And Feather Arrow number 3. And we'll be able to use a Rage Leaf for 90 damage. And you gotta think, like, my opponent's in a bad situation for sure. We'll do a Rage Leaf for 90. Bring it up to 170. If we top deck a DC, we take a knockout. Does he find an energy or not? He's already played 5 fire energies and 3 DCs. There's a Skyfield put down. That is his 4th and final Skyfield. 5th Skyfield. That's cheating. You can't have 5 Skyfields. Just pass on to our turn, and we will just raise. Oh, not Feather. Raise Leaf for the knockout, and on the game at number 2, guys. Let's see. Okay, Lysander and Beedrill. Thanks for joining us. Double Floodstone, Beedrill, and Lysander prize. That's great. So we'll press done. We'll send another message, and challenge is not accepted. Try it again. Alright, here we go. Let me message him real quick. Say him to go first or second. I mean, imagine he wants to go first. Let's see. So I sent him a message saying first or second. And we'll see what happens. I mean, my opponent was very unfortunate not to find a Spirit Link early enough, or even a Mega Rayquaza just to Mega Evolve in his turn, and we were able to take a knockout pretty quickly. We had a pretty good turn 1. We had the opportunity to get a turn with Vileplume, like I think I did, if I remember correctly, but I didn't want to because that's not good. When you don't have any attackers, you need to wait and build a Pokemon, then attack, and then you go. But we're gonna wait for game number 2 to see what starts here. Yep. Alright, so on to game number 2. Alright, so hopefully he sends us a message or he wins the coin flip, because I sent him a message on Facebook saying first or second. If we ever play online, guys, my chat does not work. Just to let you know. Just to let you know. Okay, he said first. Alright, sounds good. Sounds good. Alright, so he wants to go first, which I think is like always the best thing you can do. He said he went through 54 cards game 1. I know. He said he went through 54 cards game 1 and no Spirit Link. I know. That was insane. Alright, so my opponent's gonna go first. Hopefully he finds a Spirit Link. I mean, actually I hope he doesn't find a Spirit Link, but don't tell him that because I want to win. Because we gotta win this one and then 2 more. Yeah, we gotta win, like, we gotta go 0-2 to 5-2, which is like an insane climb, but can we do it? I don't know. I do not know. Alright, so press done, and we're gonna get a new hand of 7. So, we start a Lugia. Oh boy, this hand, though. This hand's not very good, guys. So, press done. I mean, we got a DC. We can't Air Ball, but, like, we have 2 DCs in hand. I guess we got Hollow Hunt to get them back. But, usually, okay, so, oh, Lugia mirror match. Get them, boys. Alright. Does he find a Link? Do we find a Vileplume turn 1? Does he find a Link turn 1? Shout out to Star Wars. Drinking water if you don't know that. Alright, but he's going to start with good old Lugia. Alright, so DC to Lugia. And a pass. Alrighty, so we're going to DC the active. Play Trainer's Mail. Not grab anything. We're going to Ultra Ball, discard a Grass and a Dartrix to grab a Shaman. And we will Shaman for 4 new cards. My opponent had, does he really have a dead of a hand? Is it like just full of energy or something? Alright, so we found a Forest, Tauros, so put down the Forest Giant Plants, put a Floatstone on the active and just discarding all that good stuff. Alright, so, oh boy, we don't have anything. We'll put down Oddish. And we'll airball for 2040, 60, 80. I mean, next turn you can put a DC in the active and knock out the Lugia, which is pretty nice, but it gives him a chance to draw into something. I mean, we didn't have anything. Huh. Does he find a DC to use Deep Hurricane? We'll have to find a DC. We'll have to find another force to bump his and take a knockout. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If he puts a DC in the active, we'll put a DC on the active and knock him out. Or, nope, just going to airball, and that's going to be the game there. Wow. Alright, so DC the active, and we'll just Deep Hurricane. That was very uneventful, and yeah, that right there is not very good for my opponent. Like, put like a billion Ultra Balls, a billion Trainers Ball, and just start a Lugia, DC, and pass. That is a say. But now we're 3-2. If we win the next 2 games, we actually make cut. So can we win the next 2 games or not? That's the big question. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I do apologize if it just didn't hit anything, which does happen sometimes, and that was pretty insane. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.